What it do, what it is, what it ain't, guys. It's your boys here at the BES podcast, the best sports podcast
in the world.
So, guys, EJ's not here. EJ is it's his monthly busy weekend. Not really monthly, but he does have a busy weekend. So EJ will not be with us today. EJ, do what you need to do, brother. You already know we love you and we are here for you for whatever reason, and you know where to find us. If you are available, you can just pull up. But shout outs to Coach EJ. To the right of me, we have none other than you see the trophy.
Yeah.
Okay, your fantasy football league champion.
Yeah.
You don't have the softball trophy, right? Like that's someone else is holding that. But regardless, your Kearney men's softball champion.
Bro, I'll get a picture of it and just put it on a.
I'll just cover you with a picture. Actually, I have a picture. The picture I took, and your newly hookah master,
smacking.
Eli Ben Rice Vasquez. Round of applause.
Yeah.
My man's. How are we feeling?
I'm not gonna lie, yo. This week was tough. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it's the weather. I don't know if it's getting late earlier. I don't know what it is. I am happy that it's the weekend.
No, something was definitely in there. Let me tell you. Something was definitely there. Obviously, it's your favorite dad. It's your boy Nefty, a.k.a. DeJuan Blair, a.k.a. New Jersey's Derrick Rose. Okay?
That's crazy.
Hey, man. It is what it is.
How you feeling?
I'm good.
How's your leg feeling?
My knee feels good. You know, I don't really have pain. A lot of people have been asking. I know I walk the way I walk, but that's because I can't, you know?
Yeah,
I don't have an ACL, brother. But I don't have pain in my knee. Listen, I'll say that. In my knee, I don't have pain. I feel sharp pain or whatever in my calf, but that's because I have to, you know, the shock absorbing joints in my knee are non-existent, so I got to use my calf and my hamstring, and my calf and my hamstring are like, brother, we're tired.
Yeah, man.
You know, so my calf sometimes then tends to bug out. So I try to stretch it out, sit as much as I can, my fat ass. But yeah, my knee just feels like, bro, it just has blockers. That's what it feels like. It just feels like it can't do much, but just, you know.
Nah, I feel you. This morning I went to go, hey, Stretch Plus. If you're in the area, check it out.
That's why our boy EJ's not here. Yeah, they call him Big L. All right, my fault.
He knows what he's doing. Bro, if I had an hour session with him, dude.
Oh, he stretched the soul out of you, brother.
I'm feeling 22.
Yeah.
No, that I'm telling you.
You were ready to run a marathon after that.
Yes and no. Only because, obviously, I'm getting up there, but like just hips, hamstrings, everything was tight, dude. I'm gonna have to give you some money, bro. I might have to put my check in there because I'm gonna go to the classes. I'm gonna get stretched, bro. Different. So this is a little sponsor for them.
Nah, shout out to E. You're doing big things, man. We're very, very proud of you. I know we already said this to you once you got your certifications and stuff like that, but he's doing it big over there. Obviously, the money he's getting over there is very well. But you know what you guys could do for us? If you want to have... Hey, I'm not going to say it's going to have E here a little bit more, but it could.
It might.
You know? So, our listeners, before we get into the pod, our guys, our favorite guys and gals, on our Apple podcast or Spotify podcast, hey, yo, hear me out. We love y'all. We really do. Okay? Make sure you guys listen to us over there if you can't view us on the YouTube channel. All right? Yeah. And if you do, make sure you guys follow us on both Apple and Spotify podcasts. Hit us with the 5 stars if you haven't yet. And if you don't want to hit us with the 5 stars, don't hit us with anything less than that. And comment in our YouTube channel, or I think you can comment also on Apple Podcast. Let us know why we're not 5 stars so we can fix it for y'all.
Yeah.
And then, here's the kicker, guys. Here's the kicker. Support a good cause. Okay? Support the BES BMW M5 Foundation by just subbing to us a measly $3 a month. Okay? Your coffee probably costs more than that a day. So just think of it like you're just giving each of us
a cold brew.
Hey, a month.
Cold brew.
Just one day, you just listen in your mind, just go, you know what? Coffee's on me, boys.
And we'll shout you out.
Hey, I got to figure out if I can see y'all names and stuff. I don't really know how that works just yet because none of y'all done it. But if you do, hey, listen, man, we'll shout you guys out. We might see EJ more because you're at least paying for that for that day, so you doesn't have to come in for stretch. Even though, hey, buddy,
just add us, check your balance, and then that's how we'll get you.
Hey, listen, I know, you know how you guys do like the roundups at the supermarket. Just think of us as a roundup.
Yeah.
Don't give it to them. Give it to your boys here at the BES podcast. All right, so we can pull up. I told you guys already last week. We'll park the M5s in the living room. We'll do it.
Right here. We'll podcast right in the car.
You see you can't see the table. But there's a table here. Just imagine an M5.
Yep.
Just imagine an M5. It'll be great. Just $3 a month. We love you guys, okay? We're going to get straight into the pod, though, okay? Unfortunately, we are not going to get, hey, listen. I know the feds are watching. I do know y'all watching. And I know some of y'all are watching to see what we say, especially after maybe events. They're like, oh, let's see if the boys get... Not today. Sorry. If you came here to see us get messy, this is not the episode for you. So what I would advise is just still watch us, still listen to us. Just put the volume at 0 and just let it rock.
I like.
Okay. But today, very sports-centric pod. Okay? I do have messy topics, but EJ's not here, and I would love to have EJ here for our messy topics. Most of the topics today will be about football because, boys, football is upon us. Yeah. And it is coming at us full force.
Hey, yo.
Right.
No shay.
No.
No.
Shannon, brother. Shannon, what's up, bro? What's up? Like, what really happened? Like, because if you know how Instagram works, that live is not a quick, like, butt dial type of thing. Like, you got to really get into it.
You got to set it up.
Oh, no, he set it up, brother.
Yeah, man.
Oh, he set it up.
I know when you go live, you got it. Are you sure?
Are you sure? Bro, now, hey, Shannon, I'm glad everything is all right. I'm glad ESPN is not taking any necessary steps to either suspend or fire you. I am very grateful for that.
Yeah.
Okay, man. Disney, because I know it's Disney. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's
We also saw what happened to Paul Pierce. My boy was throwing singles out. And
Paul was a little worse though. Paul did it to. Well, I guess Shannon did it to himself too.
Yeah. They got Paul back in. He got a. Is he? He has a show with 2 other co-hosts, but he's doing his thing.
Shout out to Paul. The truth, not in my book, but the truth. But anyways, football is upon us. Ladies, actually, no, I am going to get messy. I'm sorry. Ladies, hey, let me give you a word of advice. Maybe I shouldn't speak for all the men, but I'm going to speak for all the men. Monday night, Thursday night, okay? The entire Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm going to help our men out. Saturday afternoon.
Yo, college football.
Go have drinks with the girls. Go to brunch. Go shopping. Figure something else. Something out. Leave us alone. Okay? We gave you the summer. You know, we did the brunch and the wineries and whatever y'all wanted to do during the summer. Yeah. Hey, it's football season. Okay? Once you hear dun, 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 shut the fuck up. It's our time now, right? Dun 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 dun. You know?
Uh-huh.
Hey. Anyway, sorry. Let's get right into it. The first thing we're gonna get, unfortunately, the first thing we're gonna tackle is your boy, not my boy, your boy Tyreek Hill had a little scuffle with the authorities.
The popo.
With the authorities in Dade County.
5-0.
We can obviously agree that this wasn't the correct thing to do.
Yeah, man. I've honestly watched it a couple times. I heard Stephen A. speak on it. And I know, and check this out. I get it. Where we live, I get it. I do. I do think Stephen A. had a point. Knowing what we know, and even though it's not okay, we still have to respect them in blue. So I understand you gave your license. I understand you pulled up your window. You didn't need to say anything else. But knowing that he came in hostile, you should have put the window down. And then hopefully it didn't get to where it got to. But I do have to say this. I still think it would have got there.
Okay.
I don't think the way he knocked on it, people say he tapped on it, whatever the case may be. Off jump, it was very hostile. Off jump. To say he was speeding nonetheless, I don't know if you saw the video. I had to see it 4 or 5 times. How is he speeding?
Okay.
If you saw the traffic, I can't correlate him speeding when all 3 lanes were slowly moving at less than 25 miles an hour. So for him to say, hey, he was speeding, I had to pull him over, I don't buy it.
Okay.
Maybe not speeding, maybe careless driving, maybe could have been the case to get to the game. Because obviously, with all that traffic, he had to be there. Cool. I'll give you that. The whole because you didn't put the window at a time you weren't supposed to, I'm gonna put you in handcuffs, and then I'm gonna make sure you hit that hot floor was unnecessary. I think once you put him in handcuffs, cool. You did what you had to do. You don't have to then put him on the floor and or put him on his knees as he's already. At that point, he was fine. He's just communicating. He's like, all right, what I do? At that point, he's pleading with you. At that point, you have him at your will.
Right.
There's no need to then put him on that hot-ass floor and be like, yeah, no, we're going to keep you here. I'm surprised no one else stepped up. And the second part, I did also see some of these moments when they ask him questions. I don't understand as a cop, how are they allowed to turn off or mute their body cam? I understand that you're talking to your head supervisor and giving them the explanation, but at certain moments of that, there should be no reason why you go 0 dark 30,
right?
And we can't hear what you're saying. At that point, it's a little gray area, and that lets you know right there, iffy. So I know he's on what is it? Duty, like relief or whatever. He's sitting out.
He's not.
He's not?
The captain released a statement. They thought that it was unnecessary to keep him there, and he's back to regular duty.
He's back to regular duty. Wow. That's what we're dealing with. That is what we're dealing with. Wow. So I don't agree with that. I don't think someone being the way he acted, I can say that.
Who's he? Sorry.
Tyreek Hill.
Okay.
The way Tyreek Hill handled it should have been done better.
Okay.
But the forceful use, bro, there's no need. And there's a lot of actions he's done in that video, bro. There's no need to press him, push him on the floor. He's telling you he got a surgery. Cool. Whatever the case may be.
Right. Then
you're going to put him on the floor for what? There's having authority and then there's abusing your authority. At that point, he abused it. I'm okay, cool. He was disrespectful, rude, not compliant. Okay, I give you that.
Mm-hmm.
After that, I felt like he abused his power. The stuff he did was unnecessary.
I completely agree with you. Everything you hit it on the nail. But I'm gonna get messy.
Oh boy.
I gotta get messy. Okay? First and foremost, hey, 5-0. If it's a tactic, it's cool, whatever. If there's a process that you gotta go through when you when you arrest someone, cool, that's fine. Listen, I'm not your captain. But what I am going to say, because I didn't see the video. I just heard from the grapevine. You hear it from everybody, right? So I heard what happened this, that, and the third. And actually, I don't have to see the video to articulate my point of view because it's very elementary. But I'm going to get to that in a second. Number one. The whole tapping of the car, trust me, I get it. I've been told by cops why they do that. That's fine. Okay? That's if you want to, that's fine. But I better not hear a... First of all, bro, I'm driving a fucking McLaren. All right? Like, I'm not trying to be petty here, but if you dent my shit, it's not a $250,000, excuse me, it's not a $250 like fix, brother. Okay? This is luxury body you're tapping here. Okay, that's number one. All right, the excessive tapping on the car, it's unneeded. Do what you need to do in your little process that you have to go through. That's fine. Number two, Tyreek is exercising his right and not bringing down the window. You didn't read him his Miranda rights. You know, for all we know, you're just trying to have a conversation for Tyreek, and Tyreek he's in his right to not lower that window. Now, he did or didn't, or at the speed, whatever. But now, if you're getting mad at that, we're entering petty waters. We're not entering professionalism. Right? Cool. There's that. Right? This is my elementary point. Brother, my face is on the fucking stadium. Depending on who you're talking to, I am probably considered the number one player in the country. Not in the country. You as a cop for the stadium. So from what I'm hearing, yes, you are employed by the Dade County or whatever the fuck it's called, but it is the football team that gets in contact with the headquarters like, yo, we need cops for this event, blah, 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 blah. Okay, excuse me. So then your captain, whoever, picks and chooses and sends you over there. It is your job to know. Maybe you shouldn't know the whole 40-man roster. You probably should know who the fuck Tyreek Hill is.
Yeah.
Okay? So for you stopping him, knowing that there's a game, this is before game time, okay? So for you stopping him and quote-unquote not knowing who he is, especially after he gives you his ID, my face is on the stadium, brother. So, and to your point, regardless, bro, if it's 25 miles per hour and I'm going 30, bro, you gotta be kidding. Now, I don't know how fast he was going. I don't know if you know either.
Bro, I don't. It didn't seem like you could be speeding
didn't seem fast.
through
Okay,
there, bro.
so just that alone is going to defend our points. If it doesn't seem like I'm speeding, you know I have a game. You're a cop here at this event for a reason. And I am the number one player for that reason. Why? Mr. Hill, I'm so sorry. It's just that Blase, just give him a nice state. The speed limit is 25. You were going 37. I'm going to let you go, obviously. Whatever. To be honest, it shouldn't even got there. You should know off rip, depending if it had tints or not, off rip. And, oh, actually, no. Another point why you didn't do your job. He's driving in the employee's lane. That's a lane for only the Miami Dolphins. So that alone tells you, oh, this has to be, especially with the car. This is a player. This is a player. It could be a coach. Maybe I'm not going to say the coaches don't have money to buy a McLaren, but let's be honest. It's going to be a player. And a player that's one of the highest paid players in the country. Who is also the number one player on your team. There's no excuse as to why you're going to do this. Then it gets filmed. Then his trainer or his agent or whatever comes and tries to figure out, hey, what's going on here? And then he gets on the ground. Yeah. He gets put on the ground. This is disgusting. This is disgusting on all counts. There is not one excuse any of you police, 5-0, whatever you want to get called, can tell me, no, but it's protocol. No, it's not, brother. You just didn't do your job right. It's Tyreek fucking Hill. Driving in the employee's lane to a game that starts in about 2.5 hours. For another thing that also has to be taken into consideration, you're right in the sense of maybe how Tyreek behaved is incorrectly. But we also need to understand, this is not an excuse for Tyreek. He shouldn't have behaved like that, regardless. But bro, it is game time, okay? There is a mental state that these players have to get into. You're taking me off my fucking mantra, brother. Like, in my mind, I'm going killer mode. I'm about to go to war. Yeah. And you're coming in here stopping me for stupidity because, once again, I'm going to go back. I am Tyreek Hill. I'm in the employees lane into this game. So right off rip, you're starting off that. Right? Then you're doing the whole hard tap on my fucking $500,000 car. Okay? You're taking me off my mental. I'm locked in, and now I'm unlocked because you want to pull this stupid stunt on me. It's gross. It's gross on all accounts. I'm glad that he scored 2 touchdowns. I'm glad that he did that celebration. Fuck all of you, okay? Or at least fuck that cop. Let me not say that because obviously I don't want to disrespect 12 like that. But this is just gross in all accounts. And I didn't have to watch a video to know, oh, he just didn't do his job right.
Yeah, off rip, it came out too hot.
Hey, and
pick up your P's and Q's, my guy.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, bro, read the room. Read the room. If I wasn't a player, why would I be in this lane? If I wasn't a player or an employee of the Miami Dolphins, why am I driving this car? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, bro, like, do your job right. Like, it's just, that's what it gets down to. Yeah, brother. Anything else on that? No.
Nah, man.
No.
Nah.
You did have really good points. I think you're absolutely right. I just needed to get messy because there was a lot of points in this situation that I think people were just looking over it. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that, bro. Actually, I don't even have to get in any point. When you look up at the banner, I'm literally the first guy.
Yeah.
Like there's.
When you put him in handcuffs and you put him down, you should have looked up and like, oh, that guy is actually that guy up there.
And there's already too many steps. There was already too many steps. It shouldn't even got there. Number one, employees lane. It should already click. Oh shit, he's a Miami Dolphin.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Okay, cool. Whatever. Number two, he puts his window down. You see me. Yeah. You see it. It's me, brother.
I'm up there.
Yeah, come on. Like, let's be honest. All right, it still doesn't click. Cool. Now I give you my ID. It's literally me. And it says Tyreek Hill. Yeah. And I'm not even going to go any further than that. Like, at that point, it should be like, oh, Mr. Hill, I'm sorry.
Mr. Hill.
Have a good game today.
Yeah.
It was gross. What is gross? What is gross is actually, no, he's not our boy. He is not our boy.
Far.
Yeah, he's not our boy. Let me not do that to us. Yeah, what is gross is repeat offender Deshaun Watson decides to just not stay off the news. Yeah. And not... Bro, call Bill Belichick, all right, or Robert Kraft. They obviously know the massage parlors where you won't get get in trouble.
Yeah, man.
Sorry, Bill, I had to do it. Unfortunately, Deshaun Watson is in the news again. Unfortunately for him, I don't whatever. This has nothing to do with me or us. Because he has another case on his hands, and this one's gonna hurt. Because I don't know if you know anything about it, but in this one, sex is involved.
Really?
Sex is involved regardless of if it being consensual. And I'm just going to assume that it's not consensual. Because obviously if it was, we wouldn't be in this situation.
Correct.
So, sex is involved. The young lady, woman, or however you want to be categorized, did mention that she was...
Wow.
I guess forced.
Wow. That is crazy. Yeah, man, he's donezo. He's done.
Can I get messy again? Unless you have something to say.
I mean, get messy. I mean, you can go get messy, then I gotta, on a more positive note after you go ahead and get messy.
Do you think Cleveland... Do you think the Browns was like, yo, dog, you're not playing to your potential, and we're paying you a lot of money? Oh, because in his contract, there is a clause that says if there is any fucking shenanigans, brother, you're done, and you're not getting a fucking penny. Do you think...
They set him up? Nah.
Now, where this doesn't fall in line with that is...
Yo, that's crazy.
Where this doesn't fall in line with that is apparently this happened before he became a Cleveland Brown.
Okay.
Okay? But that also doesn't tell me that maybe they didn't do the research, found this girl, and said, hey, we need you to do something for us.
Yeah, we need you to go ahead and speak on our behalf.
Listen, there's $240 million we're not trying to pay. We'll give you $1
We'll
million.
give
you.
it to you.
Yeah, we'll give you $2 million. Just do this for us.
Yo, that's a big conspiracy.
Hey, okay. On a serious note, that is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
If that organization somehow decided to do that, that is disgusting. But me, Nefty, being as messy as I am, I'm gonna be like, hey, all fair. What's the saying? All fair in love and war, or whatever the fuck.
Shut up.
My bad.
On a more messy, funny side, yeah, that'll be insane if that would, bro. Because they wipe out all that money. He's gone, but at the same time, bro, that's you ruined his career for sure. And if it is being what it is, that could be some jail time too. On a serious note, that is definitely jail time. I'm gonna leave it there because, Brody, what you doing? Like, what are you doing? And that's my next point. My guy in Tampa, Baker Mayfield, bro. Come on, bro.
Feel bad for him, bro.
Come on, bro.
You literally get ran off. Now, I mean, I feel bad for you in the sense of how you were treated, or we feel bad in the sense of how you were treated. We can have the argument that maybe the situation that he's in is better now. Maybe.
No, it's definitely better. Me personally, I think it's better. Just because you also got to think there was OBJ, there was Landry.
Yeah, Jarvis.
Was there. I think there was just a lot of moving parts, and because Baker wasn't, I guess, fundamentally sounded, it didn't allow him to grow. And the reason why I say that is because you have a guy like Mike Evans. He don't care who you are at quarterback.
I'm getting these 1,000 yards.
I'm gonna go get it. And then when you got a guy like Godwin, who I'm glad they got him back in the slot, that boy is just as good as a route runner as anybody else. Shout out to him. And then on top of that, you got a new guy, in Rachaad White. Bro, takes pressure off of Baker. So when you got those three going, bro, it takes a lot of pressure off. You get a lot of more easier throws. And, bro, sometimes, he said it last game. If I see that it's only a single high and there's no that second cover, I'm throwing it to him every time. So for me, kudos to him. And honestly, read between the lines, Browns.
Hey, my thing is like, this is y'all fault, NFL. This is in Cleveland. This is y'all fault. You allowed it to get to this point. Because I shouldn't have to do this. But why do we pick and choose who gets to continue the career and who's not? This guy was given a second chance, and I know this happened years ago, so he might have been squeaky clean since then. But now it's like, yo, bro, it's been so foul. We probably shouldn't have given you a second chance. Okay? Regardless of how the video looked, Ray Rice can no longer touch a fucking football field.
Yeah.
Okay? Colin Kaepernick can't seem to they don't give him any opportunities, regardless of any practices that he's been or invited to. We all know that that's all the facade. That's all just to show that the NFL is nice, allowing this guy to have some kind of opportunity. In reality, you guys weren't trying to give him a job, period.
Yeah.
Okay? And the list goes on and on and on. This doesn't only happen in NFL, okay? Because in baseball, there's a big-ass situation happening in baseball that is kind of gross. Domingo Germán, all right, continues. I'm sorry, brother. De lo mío. I gotta say this. He continues, like, he got caught beating his wife or whatever the case may be, and now he's allowed to go pitch for the Pittsburgh Pirates. While we have Trevor Bauer, who's been cleared of everything. Yep. None of it happened. It was all false allegations. Yep. And he's not allowed to step foot in the fucking... Well, he is allowed to be in the United States, but he just can't play in the MLB. Yep. Which is gross. All right? Now, I know I went on a tangent. Let's get back to the NFL.
I'm with you, though. I'm with you.
Yeah. This is on the NFL in Cleveland. This should have never got here. On top of that, you guys should have never also gave him that much money guaranteed either.
I agree.
Especially bro, for someone like that, hey brother, listen, this is what we're gonna do for you, okay? We need you to clean your image again. We're not gonna give you the money that you want. We understand that you think who you are, but listen, you did something horrendous. We're giving you at least a second chance, so be grateful. We're gonna sign you for like 20 mil.
I agree.
Or some whatever. But you gave him 240 fully, not just fully guaranteed.
And I get it. What he did in Houston, bro, I get it. But, bro, the person, not the football player, the person.
Yeah, man.
That's what you're bringing into your organization. You don't need that, bro. You don't.
Yeah, we can't pick and choose who we want to like. I don't even know. Just like, oh, you know what? He's a great player, so we can look aside from that. No. That don't mean shit, bro.
It doesn't.
The same way you would look at one of the worst players, it should be the same way that you should look at these top players, regardless. I don't care.
Yo,
I know money talks. What?
Say character plays a role, man.
Yeah, bro. And that the thing is, and it shows. I saw that clip of him trying to help his teammate, and his teammate's like, "Yo, get the fuck out of my face."
Word.
So it's happening. It's translating to the field. And Cleveland, listen, I know you gave him last year to do it. Maybe this is a make it or break it year for you guys. Let us give you an insight. It's break it. Let him the fuck go.
Yeah.
Let him. It's probably not gonna get any better. And if it does, no.
Bro, now that this has happened, bro, he's not performing either, bro.
Yeah,
he's not.
I'm just seeing negatives here. I'm just seeing all negatives. There's no positive, especially for a team that has the number one defense. Well, they had the number one defense. I don't really know where you guys are going to rank this year. I know it's only week 2, but regardless, it's still a pretty good defense. You have decent pieces on offense that if you just had a consistent quarterback, which you did.
Joe Flacco at one point,
which you did,
bro. Joe Flacco got them to the playoffs.
Come on, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So you're Deshaun Watson, bro. You're telling me you can't do that, bro.
You guys can figure it out without him. All right, and listen, if you guys had to find a way to get a girl to come out and say some shit, so you gotta pay him. Hey, kudos to you guys, but you guys are at fault anyways. I should have probably brought this up after Tyreek, but we're gonna go right back to Miami. Okay, and unfortunately for him, because regardless of what we think in any way, shape, or form, we are talking about a human being here. Unfortunately, Tua Tagovailoa, if I said that correctly, and if I didn't, I'm sorry.
Better than I would.
Has suffered another concussion, and if I'm correct, I think this is his third.
3 in 3 years.
Where do we want to begin with this?
I heard a lot of people speak on it. He should be done. He just signed a massive contract.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Do you think it should be?
I think he's got to be done, man. Me looking out like everyone else is, he needs to be done. I'm gonna be honest. If I was him, I would probably finish out the season and then hang it up. I think when something like that happens, and that's all you've known is football, and you have to lose it to a concussion of that severity, you don't want to go out like that.
Yeah.
You don't want that to be your marker as I got taken out the game that way. So for me, in his light, I would probably be like, hey, when I'm ready, if that's 3 to 4 weeks, I'm gonna pull it through for my guys and for myself, and then prove that, hey, I was able to come back and do it, and then hang it up. I think that would be the best way to go out, because I know, me personally, hanging up your cleats when you don't want to just yet, and you have a lot at the age of 26.
It's tough.
It's tough, you know? And yeah, they're the Dolphins, and the pursuit to a championship is always the goal. I'm not saying they would have won, but to be with Tyreek, Waddle, and those guys and how fun it is, you don't just play for yourself. You play for the person next to you. You play for your teammates. And I feel as though he, in his head, is like, I let them down.
Was left of it.
You know what I mean? I can't let them go ahead and their pursuit to what they want, I don't want to be the cause of me. So I would give it like that one last hurrah. Mm-hmm. Finish it out strong. If that is winning, that'll be freaking amazing. But if I finish off strong, make it to the playoffs, and hey, we got here, just know I gave it my best. Mm-hmm. And then you can hang it up and be like, I'm a smooth sail out of here. I don't think personally, as a competitor, as someone who didn't play football, but as a competitor in baseball, to have not that big of an injury, you don't want that to be your last mark.
No, not at all.
So for him, if I was in his shoes, that's how I would go about it. But I've heard people say, hey, as a family member, as a wife, as a son or a father, like, you don't want to see that happen.
Yeah.
So it's tough. It's a tough decision. And I'm going to be honest, either way he goes, I'm not going to be mad.
I'm with you. Hey, man, you just got to do what's best for you. If Andrew Luck, he was killing the league, and unfortunately for him as well, he had a bunch of injuries and decided, I can't go any longer. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna hang it up.
Yep.
Regardless of what. Now he did what's the word? I'm trying to I can't even think of the word right now. Regret it. He did regret it. He said that he wishes that he didn't do it, but regardless of the fact, his body was just taking a toll, and he had to walk away from the game. Now, if you want to stay, I'm not an expert. Just protect yourself, bro. Like I don't get it. Like,
so that's my next step. I just feel as though the times that it's happened to him, he has not protected himself.
Yeah, like
my guy has to realize sliding is important.
I know you're trying to put it all on the line for your team. I get it.
He passed the first down. Everyone has talked about having your peripherals, looking left to right, knowing where the sticks are, going out there. Cool. Yeah. You got the first slide. And you know what I mean?
And bro, I'll give you two quarterbacks. I'll give you one for my old heads and one for people now, even though we are going to get to them later on because obviously there's questions in regards to them. But there's two quarterbacks right now that I think... No, excuse me. There's one quarterback right now and there's one quarterback, I'm going to be biased with this one, that I just think always did it the best. Bro, Tom Brady, I'm going to start with my old head quarterback. Tom Brady, whenever he did put it on his legs, he made... Bro, if you were 5 yards deep, but I see you about to load into this tackle, I am sliding, brother. We're not doing this.
I'm not giving you the opportunity.
No, brother. And the thing is, the reason why I'm telling you guys to go watch the videos on these two guys, even if they didn't get the first down, if they managed to get 7 or 8 yards, that's a plus, bro. Yeah. Just getting the yardage is a plus. You live to fight another day. Yeah. Now it's second or third down, but it's only 1 or 2 yards. Give it a freaking, what's the guy's name? Chain or whatever his name is. Go get the first down. Yeah. Okay? At the same time, I'm realizing not a lot of quarterbacks do that very well. Brady did, but the second quarterback, he does it, in my opinion, phenomenally. If the play is broken, throw the fucking ball away. Yeah. You had 3 interceptions, and that is very, very unacceptable. I know the interceptions had nothing to do with the concussion, but I'm trying to say, Tua, is you need to learn to kill the play. Yeah. Get your yardage. If you can't get the first down, don't put your body on the line. Get your 7 to 8, 9 yards and live to fight another down, okay? If the play is broken, let's not be Superman. I get that people try to do it. I know Josh Allen tries to do it. I know, what's his homeboy? I know Newton, when he was playing, he tried to be Superman. And I know he was dubbed Superman. I'm not trying to, make that connection. But Newton was like, bro, and he was a tank.
But some of these runners, and I'm not going to say all of them, because obviously the guy from Washington, Daniels is a runner. I watched the game. The dude needs to learn how to slide. When you're a runner, you have to know how to slide. And my thing is, besides Cam and besides Josh, who dude, they're freaking 6'4", 6'5",
They're tanks.
250.
They're tanks.
Like, they weigh heavier than some of these guys.
Yeah, they're a linebacker throwing the ball, literally.
So, for them, we give them the silver lining.
Yeah.
But for the rest of the league,
especially
with 2 concussions.
That's what I'm saying. You already have 2 situations like this, brother. Let's not make it a third. Unfortunately, it is. Okay? The other guy, sorry, we're going to talk about you. But Joey B, listen, let me tell you something. Joey wastes no time.
Yeah.
Joey wastes no time.
Yeah.
He hikes I've seen plays. It's crazy. I know it probably frustrates people. I just understand it a little bit. Maybe I'm biased. I understand it a little bit because I've seen it with Brady. But the thing is, Brady doesn't do it as fast. Joey would literally hike the ball, and before he takes one step, he's throwing it away. It's like in that one back step, he already realized, oh shit, the play's dead. Listen, we're just gonna go second down.
Yeah.
Joey does not play that shit.
So, yes, I want to say 1,000%, but I also want to attest to a little to the offensive line.
No, of course. No,
just
that's
because it's atrocious. But I think
he probably knows that, and that's why he's like, I gotta throw this away.
So it's like if my first or second option is not there
already,
I'm not taking a sack, or I'm not putting my body.
Yeah, no, for sure. And that's like, that's deep diving into like the point.
Correct, yeah.
To me, I'm just trying to say like Tua, in case, obviously, because this is your decision. In case you want to continue, we need to learn these type of things. We need to learn to protect yourself, and maybe not just you. Your coaching staff also needs to be like, brother.
Yeah,
we paid you a buku amount of money. We need to.
You need to take.
We need you to stay on this field. So.
And
listen,
that goes to all, man. Look what happened to RG3 with all.
Oh yeah, RG3 was one of prayers, man. Hopefully you get well very soon. Hopefully you're back on the field again, depending on what you decide. But
yeah,
I just hope you just get better. All right, man. Staying on quarterback news, a lot of quarterback news, I guess, this week, huh?
Yeah.
Dak Prescott gets paid, bro. 4 years. $240 million. I don't remember what's the guarantee, but just by numbers, this means that per year he's getting paid $60 million, which makes him the highest paid football player in history.
Yeah, man.
I don't know what the viewers and listeners think what I said means nothing, but let me tell you something. $60 million is nuts.
Yeah, man. He's the highest paid loser of the NFL.
Let me put it in this perspective. NBA and MLB are considered to have more money than the NFL when it comes to contracts. I think the only other person that's getting paid that is Steph, I think. What's Steph getting paid? 50?
Something like that. LeBron's getting paid 45.
The highest paid in MLB is who, probably? Trout?
No, it's Ohtani.
Well, his is deferred. I'm not counting.
Oh, Judge.
Maybe Judge. Boy, you're getting paid more than all these guys. And no, I know we already said, or Eli already said what he said, but I'm going to take my slight too, because the thing with me is I take contracts very serious, especially with your production. And I know this is more of a future contract. This contract wasn't what you did. And it could be. Because listen, Dak Prescott, if you only go by the numbers, there wasn't another quarterback last year better than Dak. But again, numbers mean one thing, and what is put on the field is a completely different thing.
So I'm going to put it to you like this. What Dak did in the regular season, phenomenal. What James Harden does in the regular season, phenomenal.
Yeah.
What Clayton Kershaw does in the regular season,
and Aaron Judge,
phenomenal.
But
with Aaron, I'm not going to go there just yet.
I digress on that.
Hey, only one playoff appearance. We cannot. James Harden had multiple playoff runs. This guy has won the East multiple times, made the wild card multiple times, has not passed the second round. I am sorry.
You're absolutely right, because in another quarterback that we're potentially going to talk about, I used the same point this morning with someone else. Listen, brother, you can't win the NFC East 3 years in a row at 12-5 and show nothing for it.
No.
You don't even have a playoff half.
Bro, there's no way you let Green Bay go into your house and kick your ass.
On both sides of the field.
There's
You
no way.
you guys had what, the top 3 defense or whatever, and got obliterated.
And it's crazy. That was your shot.
That was a shot.
The Eagles fumbling get tossed by Tampa. You have the 49ers fumbling. You have Jared Goff and them boys. And I'm not saying they fumbling, but you could have beat them.
Cool.
And the year to beat Mahomes, you had the chance. He didn't have the receivers. That was your chance.
That's a little scary to think about. Like
when you really think about it.
This was probably the worst year for the Chiefs. Well, was not this year. And they still ended up winning the Super Bowl.
And they still ended up winning. When you talk about the stars aligning for the Cowboys, they were aligned for them to win last year. That big star. And now guess what? Detroit looks even better.
Yeah. Yeah. It looks like those boys didn't miss a step. If anything, they took another step.
And the craziest part, now they got Saquon and the Eagles.
Yes.
And they look, first game.
Yeah.
They look pretty well. Besides Jalen Hurts, we'll get to him. That offense looked really good without Jalen playing well. Mm-hmm. That's scary. And guess what, Cowboys? You kept the same team.
Hey, regardless, Dak, congrats. Get your bag, get your money. Micah Parsons was quoted, though, that, hey, all I know is I'm going to stay a Cowboy. So that means he's expecting his contract.
Golly.
So we're going to see that. Between 3 players, bro, we're looking at the Cowboys paying about $1 billion.
That is gross.
I forgot to mention this, but going back to Tua, this is why the Bills probably have one of the best fan bases. But the Bills, after Tua's concussion, I need to read this off so I don't say this incorrectly. Bills Mafia has helped raise $16,000 to the Tua Foundation after his concussion, right? The only reason I'm bringing this up is they tend to do this in multiple occasions, right? Let me read you. 2024, okay? Donated over $270,000 to cat adoption group in Tyler Bass' name after missing game-time kick.
Wow.
Whatever, you can ha-ha at that or not, but they did that, okay? 2017, donated $415,000 after Bengals clinched playoff berth for the Bills.
Wow.
Again, maybe a petty move, but regardless, that's a lot of money that they raised for a good cause.
Correct.
2021, donated $360,000 following a concussion to Lamar Jackson.
Wow.
And then obviously this year donating. So far, we don't know where that's going to go. So far, $16,000.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest. I need a place to live. The Giants ain't cutting it. I really like Josh Allen. I really like what I'm seeing. We said this. I know we're gonna go off script here, but hey, they're 2-0. They fought back against Arizona. Josh Allen looks like Josh Allen. I like their young core and wide receivers. And James Cook is doing James Cook things. They're running the ball. They're taking less pressure off of your guy Josh Allen. He's not running. He doesn't have to be Superman.
He's our guy. I know you like him too. I'm going to respectfully stop you right here.
Oh, here we go.
No. This is good. I just love to be messy. I want you to hold this. Pause.
Hey, yo.
Cause EJ is not here.
I know.
And I want him to hear this. He needs to hear this. Now, for all we know, EJ might come back next week and the Bills lost and now they're 2-1. And now what you're saying is pretty much obsolete. I get it. But
no, I'm going to be honest. I'm done with the Giants.
Okay.
I'm done with them. So if I have to stay in New York, I'm gonna stay in New York.
I mean, you have no choice, brother.
No.
New Jersey, by the way, all right? New Jersey. No, say it right, New Jersey.
No.
Y'all don't play in New York. Y'all play here.
Well, guess what? I'm going to a New York team that plays in New York.
Should be New Jersey.
No, they should not. They should stay right where they're at. And
well, the Giants. I do listen. I've been on record saying this. The Giants it's okay if they're New York Giants. That's fine. I think though, it's just the way to me how it looks like. The Jets should probably be changed to New Jersey Jets. That's more of a New Jersey thing. I could be wrong. And listen, if you're listening, watching, or whatever the case may be, comment below and let me know that I'm wrong. I'm open for war. But to me, you guys are the New Jersey Jets, bro. Like,
for what I see the mix and matches. Like if you're a Yankee fan, you're a Giants fan. If you're a Mets fan, you're a Jets fan. That's usually how it is. Usually.
Yuck.
Obviously, there's some crisscross where if you're one or the other, but majority of the time, if like, hey, I'm a Yankee fan, yeah, you're a Giants fan. That's how I see it.
Unless you're me.
Unless you're freaking you.
Yeah. Where were we? Yeah. Oh, actually, no. I know where we were. Brother, all right. Listen, staying on football. I'm telling you, this is more football centric than anything. We can argue that maybe this one is a more football episode than our last episode. Week 1, real quick, because obviously when we recorded the episode, we were watching Thursday Night Football. It was the season opener between the Chiefs and the Ravens. That ended in a very heartbreaking fashion, I guess, if that's what the term you want to use. And then we gave our predictions for the Friday night game and then Sunday. Any recap on the Friday night game or any of the Sunday games?
Well, we'll start with Thursday. Yeah, man, Brody, bro.
Shit. Okay. Damn.
Because I want to be like, yo, you played your ass off. And I'm speaking of likely, yo, shout out to you, bro. You hooped, you balled, you did your thing. There's no way you go in the presser and be like, yo, this is the best they got. There's no way you go in the presser and be like, yo, this is the best Kansas City got.
Wait, he said that?
Did he say that? Bro, he's like, yeah, whoa, if that's the best they got, we're good. We're good. Brody.
Yeah, you guys just seem to never understand.
Why does every team in the league have to go ahead and throw shots at Kansas City?
Yeah, bro. And the Bengals already did, by the way.
Bro, Kansas City takes it personal, bro.
Like, when are you guys going to learn?
Oh, they take it personal.
Leave them the fuck alone.
The Raiders, bro, it's circled on the calendar. Guess what, Baltimore? If you guys get there, see you on the calendar, bro. And guess what, bro? I'm sorry, bro. It's looking very shaky for them Cincinnati Bengals. They're gonna go ahead and have you marked for the calendar.
You guys just don't learn, man.
They don't, and it's crazy. I feel like they kind of like warm up into the season, and then they hit their peak, bro. They what they love to do is like, all right, we'll turn it on, we'll give you that game, kick your ass, and then we'll go back to cruise control.
Yeah.
Don't.
And the thing is, bro, listen, I've watched a dynasty. Even if you do beat them, that doesn't mean they're out.
No.
We already said last year looked like probably the worst Kansas City Chiefs team, and they ended up winning the Super Bowl,
bro. Had the most drops. It was insane.
Just guys,
chemistry was not there.
Shut the fuck up. Prepare for the game, and go get the win. If not, shut up. Just shut up. Yeah, man. You're literally giving them more fuel by talking shit. Yeah. Cincy, you're gonna get blown out now. Listen, you guys already look kind of shaky, and especially the O-line. And there's a lot of other variables that I'm gonna get into. But again, we're gonna save this for later because we have a topic that we need to talk about that particular team. Right? And then I forgot who it was, but one of them was like, oh, but they have nothing going for them over there, like offensively.
Bro. And they want to go at Worthy, bro? Saying he just all he does is know how to run in a straight line?
I think that's what it was. Yo, yeah, listen, you guys, believe me, they marked it already. They marked it already.
I can't wait.
And they probably marked it before you guys because that's, I guess, like that. That's the new rivalry now, I guess. But you guys were already marked before this. Now, after this, yeah, on to Cincinnati.
Yeah, man.
On to Cincinnati. Anything else on week 1?
Bro, Caleb Williams? Bro, 89 yards? Your defense wins the game? I mean, at least you didn't freaking...
That defense did win that game, bro.
block, punt, a freaking interception. I'm like, I mean, at least you didn't play to lose the game.
Yeah.
But boy, you did not look good. Did not look good at all.
Let's just hope that it's just rust or whatever. Or wow, we can't.
I mean, this is his first game. I give it off to that. Just nerves, maybe first game.
Let's just hope.
Yeah, let's hope. The Giants suck. So I'm gonna say this on behalf of EJ, bro. Yeah, my bad, bro. It was just wishful thinking, bro. Wishful thinking. To get smacked like that was insane. So I'm just throwing out all my Giants gear and on to Buffalo.
You're making the full swing?
I'm making the full swing, bro. And then the Jets, bro. The Jets. What do you think about that? What do you think about how that game went?
This is. I
have some mixed feelings about it.
Yeah, like I feel like it could go either way.
I want to see a couple of more games.
Yes, I'm not saying you because you probably understand this. We probably need to understand, brother. He got injured 4 plays into the season last year. Okay, if you guys watch Hard Knocks, yeah, they showed the good points, but that offensive line was not getting it done during the preseason last year. We could probably foreshadowed that this was probably going to happen because it did happen to Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, cool. Gets healthy, whatever the case may be. They don't have Hard Knocks, so obviously we don't see this preseason and how it goes. But to us, it's all okay. We need to see how this works out. This is going to be the first full season with Aaron Rodgers. You know, he needs him and not Sauce Gardner, wasn't it? Garrett Wilson. Yeah. Even though they still look like the connection is kind of there, but that's just going to get better with more reps. So and you technically versed
NFC champ.
To me, it means nothing. You just took an L, bro. You just took an L to the best team, I guess, in the NFC. Yeah. I'll say that. Okay? Now, are there things? Yeah, listen, the O-line doesn't look like, Aaron Rodgers does look a little slow, but listen, how many times does Aaron Rodgers start slow and then, like, week 6 starts becoming MVP Aaron Rodgers? Now, I know he's coming back from an Achilles injury. That's a whole different story. I get it, but I'm giving you guys a little bit more time. I don't want to because you're the Jets, but to me, your season's not over after one game.
Yeah.
Especially against them.
And I was listening to people and what they had to say, and I dude, the amount of time they had the ball was at a low.
I was about to call him Debo. For the 49ers?
No, for the Jets. Oh. The Jets probably had the ball for like 20 minutes in that game. Yeah. It was atrocious. So, like, I did see some glimpse. Obviously, with Lazard, he looked sharp. Mm-hmm. He did say, "Hey, I need to get Garrett Wilson more the ball," which I agree.
Please. I have him on one of my fantasy.
But I think it's because, they played the 49ers, but they also didn't have the ball a lot.
Yeah.
You know, and kudos, obviously, to the 49ers and freaking running the ball very effectively, a.k.a. Mason, I know you got him. So shout out to them. But the craziest part is I'm not really worried about their offense because I knew their offense was going to be slow. My thing is on the defense.
The Jets.
No, yeah, the Jets' defense. I don't understand how you predicate yourself on defense, and yet they were beating you with running the ball down your throat and yet to figure it out. Like defensively, that like the Jets, we all for the past 4 years, we talk about Jets defense. We talk about Jets defense. We talk about Jets defense. And yet they freaking ran it through them and they got Brock Purdy got everything he wanted.
Yeah.
They didn't even touch him.
Mind you.
They didn't touch him.
Damn, now it looks like I'm making it seem like the one game was more than enough. Brandon Ayuk played horribly. And Kittle's played horribly. Now, again, they don't have to play great because Mason did what he did and Debo did what he did.
Yeah.
But still.
Like, obviously, Brandon Ayuk hasn't gotten his reps. Like, that touchdown in the end zone.
Yeah,
in your hands, bro. You got to grab that. Like, that's what happens when you get to the bag and you want to do that mid-season. Not mid-season, but too late.
Yeah, you get no preseason reps.
The reps. So, obviously, with the reps, Brandon Ayuk is going to be what he normally is. There was opportunities where I'm like, yo, the Jets defensively got to pick it up. And they never did. Didn't get Aaron Rodgers to get a chance to get a rhythm. You know, there were moments where I'm like, ooh, that first quarter into the second, I'm like, all right, I see some things. They're moving the ball. And then, obviously, he turns the ball over in one of them.
Yeah.
They get a quick 3-and-out. So I saw some things, but if the Jets defense looks like that, I get it. It's the 49ers. They got a lot of weapons. But guess what? CMC wasn't there. Brandon Ayuk wasn't Brandon Ayuk. There's got to be some pressure on Brock Purdy. So that's what I had to take about from there. Nothing else kind of like swayed me. I don't want to talk about the Eagles because Saquon went stupid. And that was sad to watch. EJ, hey, Kevin Love, man.
Jordan
Love, Kevin Love. Haha. Shout out to you. But Jordan Love, bro, MVP. I mean, there's still a chance. There's a chance. I'm going to throw my jab because you're not here to defend yourself. That's so fake of me. But
it's okay. You guys already went at it.
Yeah, I know you watched.
I saw that happen in the group chat. I said, well, I am logging out. I'm leaving this one alone.
I know. And this is no offense to any Green Bay fans. I wanted them to beat them. It didn't happen. I was rooting for them.
We all did.
But hey, speedy recovery. I do want to see you out there, man.
I wonder how that household was. Cool. On to Cincinnati. Week 2. I'm going to read off. Obviously, the Bills already beat the Dolphins to start off week 2.
Yep.
It is what it is. I'm going to read off. I'm going to do it quick. I'm going to read every single one. You could just tell me, who you think is going to win. If you want to elaborate, that's cool too.
All right, let's hear it.
All right. First game for Sunday. Well, this is what it shows on the list. Raiders-Ravens.
Yeah, Ravens got to get that comeback.
They have to. Browns-Jaguars.
Oh, man, bro. This one's tough. Only because the Jags did not look good. They didn't look good. But neither did the freaking
Browns, yeah.
Browns, bro. I'm gonna go. I guess I'm gonna go Jaguars.
Sorry, I should be doing this with you. I also think Ravens. I'm actually gonna pick the Browns here. They are playing in Jacksonville. I just think Cleveland needs to get, if they really want to continue having, number one defense, whatever, even though Deshaun is in this whole situation now, if you guys really still want to be in the race the way people think you are, this is a game you need to take. This is a game you need to steal.
I mean, on both parties, because either of them is going 0-2.
Yeah. Jets-Titans.
I'm going to go Jets.
I'm also going Jets.
I'm going to go Jets.
Niners-Vikings.
I'm going Niners.
Same. Chargers-Panthers.
I'm going to go Chargers.
Same. Seahawks-Patriots.
I'm going Patriots, baby.
All right, listen.
Patriots, baby.
On a serious note, I would really pick Seattle. I'm also going to go with Patriots. This is our home opener. We did escape, I guess I'll say, a win in Cincinnati. Again,
Escape?
I think it's escape. And again, when we get there, I'm going to say why. We're bringing that energy to Foxborough. We're going to try, we're going to want to win game one, especially in the culture that we're in. It looks like it looks like they're having fun out there.
Bro.
So I too say the Patriots.
Bro.
Saints Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Same. Giants Commanders.
Commanders. We don't do well with good running quarterbacks.
This one's tough for me. The only reason why I'm gonna also pick the Commanders, even though you guys play well because y'all know each other, division rivals just hurt for you guys.
Yeah, we always split, but just because Daniels is a running quarterback, we can't contain running quarterbacks. So he's gonna probably rush for about 60 yards.
Wow. This might be the game of the week. Bucks Lions.
Oof, I like that game. Oh man. The craziest part, Lions, for lack of a better term, did not. I know they won in overtime, but they didn't play well as I thought they would.
Right. Okay.
With that offensive line from the Rams not being, they had two guys from the bench, and then obviously no Puka because he came out, and then just force feeding Cooper Kupp.
Mm-hmm.
I was surprised that was a close game, and it ended up in overtime. And with obviously the Bucks on a high, guess what? I'm still picking the Lions.
I picked Detroit as well. Colts Packers.
Picking the Colts.
Colts. Rams Cardinals.
I'm picking the Rams.
I think I'm going to pick the Rams too. Steelers Broncos.
Fudge. Bo Nix didn't look that bad against Seattle. I saw some good things. I saw some bad things. But Steelers got good defense. And what's his name? Justin Fields. I don't know. He might be that guy for them. I'm gonna go Steelers.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Steelers as well. Bengals Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm going Chiefs.
Chiefs. Bears Texans. It's another good game, I think.
I'm gonna go Texans.
I think I am too. I think we're probably gonna finally, because Texans were kind of slow last week. I think we're gonna see them get back to what we thought they were gonna be. And last, certainly not least, the Monday Night Football game, Falcons Eagles.
Yeah, Eagles are winning.
Eagles all the way.
Yeah, you got freaking primetime Kirk. Nah.
Yeah. That is going to be our predictions for Sunday/Monday. We are going to get finally to our final topic, which is Cincinnati in trouble? And, well, the Bengals, because I'm not talking about the Reds.
Yeah. I mean, everyone talks about their slow starts. It's not. We've seen them go 0-2, so it's not nothing new.
Made the Super Bowl.
Made it to the Super Bowl. But I do got to say the meter is creeping only because that offensive line is so bad. Obviously, T. Higgins and that hamstring. And we also got to understand our guy is coming back off an injury, who I saw didn't go much down the field like I thought he was. And I understand. I'm not going to say your corners are not freaking amazing, but the attempt to not even throw and do a lot of checkdowns was alarming. I think when you have a guy like Chase, you got to somehow give him the ball. Six catches isn't enough, especially when that's your only guy. I can see them still muscling it out and making it to the wild card, especially the way. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. There's a lot of teams in that AFC where
Yeah, no.
I was gonna say maybe they could squeak in, but it's tough, man.
It is going to be tough.
Only because if they continue on the slate, and when they heat up, it may be too late.
And I think that's going to be the factor. Like, when are you guys going to start clicking, and then really show us like, oh no, we're still the Bengals. That's where I think this all falls.
Yeah, they got a lot of factors, and it's that offensive line. It's T. Higgins being out. It's Joe Burrow coming off an injury, and obviously they love to have these slow starts. So with all that mixing, it's no recipe for success.
Is Joe Burrow overhyped?
I don't think he's overhyped. You gotta name me a quarterback that has beaten the so-called GOAT. You gotta name me a quarterback that's made it to the Super Bowl. You know, we love all the pretty boys. We love the guys that can run and gun. But we don't like a quarterback that sits in the pocket and makes the right plays. It may not look pretty, but it gets the job done. I know it's not pretty like his hair, but it gets done.
That shit is gross.
It gets done. I do want to say he's not overhyped. I don't think he's overrated. I think the Bengals have not done their job in a sense of, hey, if this is your quarterback, this is your wide receiver, what is the offensive line doing? What GM, what are we doing? If you got the man that has beaten the GOAT with less than a freaking offensive line, why are we not making that happen? There should be no reason. There should be no reason you don't protect your quarterback to give him a shot to beat the guy. Josh Allen can't beat the guy. Lamar can't beat the guy. Jalen Hurts can't beat the guy. But none of those guys are overhyped or overrated. But the one guy that can, who doesn't have, at the time, Stephon Diggs, who doesn't have A.J. Brown, Saquon, and friggin' Devontae Smith, and friggin' what's his name at tight end? Goddard. And then your defense is freaking amazing, and your offensive line is number one. And then you don't got the guys in the Cowboys who freaking have, again, the front. And you have CD. What are we doing? What are we doing? Lamar, MVP, back-to-back. But then you lose to the guy. All these guys.
I'm only asking because I don't even remember your name, and to be honest, I can care less. I'm also a nobody, so you could probably, if you see this, you'd probably think like, oh, why am I listening to you? But I'm going to let you know anyways. Some dude on somewhere, ESPN, Fox, I don't know, got on his platform, wanted to freaking get clickbaity and start saying, I think Joe Burrow is overhyped. He's only who we think we are when he has good receivers. Now, is he wrong? Maybe not. LSU, he had both JJ and Jamar Chase. I get it. In Cincy, he has Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. He had Joe, at one point, Joe Mixon in the backfield. Okay, I get it. If that's the point you want to use, I get it. Where I come in is, you sound dumb. Because you want to get clickbaity and talk about a Joe Burrow being overhyped and not really touch upon the real factors of what's going on. No O-line, number one. Same deal with Brandon Ayuk. Jamar Chase doesn't get his contract. He misses a whole ton of time in the offseason, and that fucks up with your timing. Higgins with his hamstring situation. They just got a new tight end in Mike Gesicki. Almost caught a touchdown, but because he's new and maybe that timing is not there, didn't reel it in. Okay? We can also argue the fact that we don't know one coach on that coaching staff. Okay? So they're unknown. For all we know, all of them are trash, and the only reason the team is relevant is because of Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, at one point Joe Mixon. So what I'm trying to say is, before you get on your platform and waste my fucking time with a dumbass elementary point like that. Tackle the real factors before you get to tell me why Joe Burrow is overhyped. Because if that's the case, right? To defend, I guess, your point in 6 months, we don't hear shit about Justin Herbert. We don't hear shit about a quarterback in Dallas going 12-5 3 years in a row. Now we do, but are you gonna also say Dak is overhyped? Okay. Or no one talks about Jalen Hurts, someone that did get to the Super Bowl, just like this guy, and lose to, you guessed it. You know who Joe Burrow didn't lose to? So I don't want to sit here and say you're wrong, because maybe you're not. Again, Joe Burrow always had, even in Ohio State, even though he didn't start.
Brody, everyone in the NFL who is a prime quarterback has one guy.
That's a very...
Name me a prime quarterback who doesn't have at least one guy. They all have a guy.
That's absolutely right. That's absolutely right. I can name you one, but they don't play in the league, and that doesn't matter at this point. Okay? That actually doesn't matter. All right? If I'm one of the best quarterbacks, my organization should probably pair me with a really good wide receiver. And they did. Unfortunately, they didn't get the contract in, and I'm losing reps. My man came to, what's this shit called? Preseason and street clothes, talking about, hey, what's up, guys? What we doing today?
Yo, sneakers and jeans.
And you want to talk to me about overhyped? My receivers didn't show up. I have another one that's hurt. They took away my one of my best running backs that just had a great game for Houston.
Yeah.
Okay? I get a new tight end from New England who in the past 2-3 seasons, even the last season in Miami, hasn't really been the tight end that we all know him to be. And I'm overhyped.
Yeah.
And along with your point, I just came back off, what was it, an Achilles injury? I forgot the injury.
Wrist injury.
Yeah, whatever the injury is. Brother, the same slack you're going to give Jalen, the same slack you're going to give Justin Herbert, the same slack you're going to give anybody, give it to Joe. To me, this just screamed hate. I don't know what fandom of what team you're on, but that just tells me it's hate. Okay? Let's not hate. And if you do, I need a better point, more substantial point. Don't waste my fucking time with maybe he's overrated. No. Maybe you just don't know what the fuck you're watching. Because I can't be overrated if my O-line's not fucking blocking me. The Giants fans know very well an O-line is not going to help you. And they have and their quarterback has the same stats as someone that you guys think is one of the best quarterbacks in the league. That has an O-line.
Yeah, that's insane.
Don't waste my fucking time with elementary points, please. I know you're on ESPN or whatever. I forgot what platform you're on. You want to get clickbaity. No, brother. This is why people are watching podcasts more than ESPN. Because you guys want to get up there and talk about nonsense. Talk about shit that we don't give a fuck about. While we're sitting here and saying real shit. Or maybe just starting fake shit, but whatever. We're here. We at least have the balls to come in here and say it. You can't say it because Disney's looking at you like, I dare you. Go ahead. Don't talk to me about being overhyped, bro. Don't do that. All right, you were completely wrong with that. Next, again, just come with better points. Now, could they be in trouble? They could be. Because of all the fucking points.
Yeah.
O-line. Injuries with receivers. Receivers not ready yet. Injury in the quarterback, potentially. Eli just said that maybe his wrist injury is still nagging him. We don't know. What we do know is he's good enough to suck it up and at least try to play and put his team in a better position. For all we know, they could have won that game if Mike Gesicki makes that catch.
I'm going to give it up to the Patriots. But
I get you.
I'm with you.
And I appreciate that. But let's not sit here and start throwing dudes under the bus, knowing damn well I can name you 5 other quarterbacks that's probably in the worst position or in the same position you want to put Joe Burrow in.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Cool. That's all I have.
Yeah, nah. We nailed it.
Okay. Guys, I know it was very, very football-centric. We did have a lot other things to talk about. I do have messy non-sport topics. Eli did want to get with our Yankees a little bit, but listen, we're going to probably hold off. Maybe when EJ's here, we can have full force and really get into it. But we want to tackle a lot that's been going on week 1 into week 2. Football is in full force, guys. That being said, make sure you guys like this video because we are going to tackle every single topic for this NFL season. So like this video if you enjoyed this episode, all right? Subscribe to the channel because we're going to keep on coming, brother.
Hey, yo.
All right? Right. And hit that notification bell so you never miss any of the coming moments.
Hey, yo.
Listeners, I already told you at the top of the episode, make sure you guys hit us with the 5 stars, follow us on Apple and Spotify podcasts, and donate that $3 for a nice little cup of coffee for us every month. We would truly appreciate it. Okay? We love you guys. Make sure you tell someone you love them. We'll catch you in the guys next time.
Peace.
Peace.